Another game, got the Bengals this week. Or the Bengals, as someone on here says. Anyways, this team, Bengals are pretty much average. They're fighting for a wild card spot. They got an uphill battle to go, but they're definitely better than what the Raiders are doing right now. Uh, there really isn't a whole lot to say about this game, other than the fact I know it's Carson Palmer's return to Cincinnati since the trade. I know he took the year off until he came to us last year. Uh, yeah, I know for some people it's personal. I don't know what Bengals fans really think about this game, but I just know they see this as a winnable game because the Raiders are coming in. You don't know with the Bengals, though. They've done a pretty good job at just rebuilding themselves with drafting a guy like Andy Dalton and A.J. Green being their main receiver. They've been solid there. Uh, they still have one of the worst owners in sports. People have laughed and ridiculed Al Davis, but no one can like what Mike Brown has done out in Cincinnati. Everyone knows what he's done out there. It still amazes me how he runs the teams today, even. But anyways, no, Bengals, they're better than us. Simple as that. Everything's got to get better for the Raiders, and sadly, I just can't see that happening this season. Just they haven't shown me anything. The typical bad secondary throughout the game last week. I know Drew Brees makes everyone look bad, but it's nothing new. We look horrible in the secondary, and I expect A.J. Green to just consistently burn us. On another note, though, I saw that Aaron Curry was recently waived. That was a mistake. That was like the last acquisition we made before, right after Al Davis died. That was one of those moves our front office made, which Reggie's just going to try to clean house. He's doing it the slow way throughout the season. This offseason, we're going to have to expect pretty much a fire sale. Just got to clean house. Get rid of the people that don't fit what you need. We can't run the ball. We still have to depend on Carson Palmer to do everything, and once again, we're predictable. Really looking back at the last game, I mean, Denarius Moore was awful. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's not running his routes properly or something, because when I'm seeing him, he's regressed, I feel, a little bit this year. A little annoyed at that, but our defense hasn't done anything to show me they want to win. The entire defense looks awful. The running game is awful. The passing game's respectable, but everything else that's not named Janikowski or Shane Leckler, it's pretty awful to watch right now. Pretty expected. There's really not a whole lot to say on this game, so let me know what you guys think. Of course, on an ex-Raiders coach watch, obviously Hugh Jackson is right now, I believe he's like the special teams guy or one of those extra staff members on the Bengals staff. I remember he once was the wide receivers coach when he coached up Hushmanzada and Chad Ochocinco, or once Johnson. I believe he was on the Bengals there, but he's currently on that staff, and it's so lame that Hugh Jackson has left that mark on this Raider franchise and screwed us up with all these bold moves, including the Carson Palmer trade. I'm not saying I don't want Carson Palmer here right now, but Hugh, just talking about it, he didn't back up his talk. Some people might wonder why McKenzie fired him. I know in hindsight, yeah, it sucks from my perspective because our offense is going to suck, but his in-game management was poor, and looking back, the penalties were a joke. It got even worse compared to the history we already have in penalties, so it was like 10 times worse than what we're used to seeing. You know, those decisions in-game he would make, such as going for it on 4th down against the Browns, such as not going for 2 against the Detroit Lions, such as going for a third down to try to win the game rather than run the ball. He'll throw a deep home run play. That's just the things Hugh Jackson did, and people might wonder why he was fired. Well, he didn't back up his talk. Simple as that. He talked about we'll play a complete game, and we never did. This season had more enjoyable wins than the Raiders did last year. Every game, even though we won 8 games, we were 1 or 2 plays away from going 0-16. It's just every game there was nothing to enjoy about because we'd either make a big stand at the end or the game would be so dramatic that we'd barely pull it out. So, yeah, Hugh Jackson, right now I don't really have regrets. I miss his offensive mind and his offensive coordinator mind, but as a head coach, I don't miss it at all. Just saying. On another ex-Raiders watch, Lane Kiffin. Anyone remember that guy? Anyone remember that liar? Yeah, so happy what he's doing at USC. I mean, people besides me who hates him. There's other people that hate him too. Take a look.
This guy, this son of a bitch, Lane Kiffin, the coach who's just destroying this franchise. I mean, program just clearly like messing everything up. It's destroyed.
Fuck you, Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin needs to be fired. I'll go all the way to LA right now and just tell his ass, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here right now. We don't want you here. You're the worst coach I've ever seen, you lousy, pathetic ass. Goon, you damn buffoon, you damn ugly clown. Get the hell out of my city.
See you guys later.